Just another day in paradise.
Oh, so viele.
Ja! Und noch ein Piratenschiff.
Das gibt's ja wohl gar nicht.
Ja!
Was ist das?
Hammer.
Tsunami. Komm, weiterlaufen.
Die Mama.
Hallo. Lasse? Wie machen die Fische? Mach mal bye bye. Bye bye.
It was a perfect Christmas for us. It was the first time we spent Christmas in a foreign country. In Khao Lak in Thailand.
Lasse das Nachtgespenst. Hallo.
So on the 24th of December, we go to the beach and into the water and playing with the children on the beach, and that was fantastic.
Ja, die ist sehr schön.
Das ist die perfekte Welle.
It was like paradise, you know.
Heading for PP Island. Here's the wonderful boats that we ferry in on. Let me just show you some more of this coastline.
It's beautiful here.
Danielle, wave.
I thought this is a beautiful island. I can't wait to go exploring. Can't wait to snorkel, go in the pool. It's going to be so much fun. Just look at my paradise.
Yes, look at our balcony view. Look at this pool and this resort that we're at. What else you see out there, Danielle?
See the beach.
Yes, there's the beach out behind the palm trees.
I remember watching the sea, sort of lapping the shore. Yeah. What a beautiful sound. And
ringing everyone we knew, just tell them how perfect it was.
how smug we were. Sri Lanka, this beautiful, gentle place.
It's the most amazing country. It's rich and it's vibrant.
We wanted Isabella to see all the colours, elephants, to see jungles.
The smells and the people, and we were just so at home there.
I was in Thailand for a scuba diving vacation of a lifetime, we called it. I was there with my future wife, Sally, and my 3 children, Jay, Shanti, and Kali. And we dove day after day after day. It was just amazing. It was so beautiful.
Jag själv har bjudit här bakom.
My name is Fredrik Bornesand. Both me and my girlfriend Sarah went to Thailand for 3 weeks. We just love Thailand. We go there every year, and we were really relaxed and almost looking forward to getting back home.
Vilken dag vi har haft idag. Absolutely full of what you desire. No, they're singing my record.
My name's Andrew Stones. I've got a twin brother, Adrian, and a long-standing friend, David Gregory. 3 middle-aged men going to go out to Thailand and have a yahoo. We're going to have a good time.
As long as you are alive, you're just too good to be true.
Es war der Weihnachtsmann da und hat die Geschenke gebracht. So tolle Geschenke.
Ob wir da mal gucken sollen, schnell?
Ja!
Oh. War er da?
Ja!
Schnell, Lasse, schnell!
Ja!
Oh, so viele!
Ja! Und noch ein Piratenschiff!
Das gibt's ja wohl gar nicht.
Ja! I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish
You a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Keep singing. I'm going to show everyone where we are for Christmas.
bring to you and yours.
It's about 6:30 at night.
Tidings
This is our balcony
and a happy
on the PP Islands. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Perfect.
Nele, was hat euch der Weihnachtsmann denn Schönes nochmal gebracht? Ich will das nochmal sehen. Was hat er dir denn gebracht, Nele?
Eine Eiche Noah.
Da steht sie ja. Eine Eiche Noah mit ganz vielen Tieren.
Ja.
It was around 8 o'clock and I felt tremors on my bed. I had a knock at my door. David came down. I said, sit on my bed, Dave. So he sat on my bed. And he felt them as well. He goes, oh, you've got a good bed here if you bring anyone back. I said, well, I'm thinking, is it a tremor?
My son is very intuitive, and he had a series of 7 dreams that portrayed something terrible happening at the beach. Jay was in tears, warning us that something bad was going to happen. And he couldn't say what it was, but he just knew.
My name is Widari Dawam. I come from Banda Aceh. It was holiday and I was at home with my parents and my siblings, 500 meters from the beach. happened for minutes, for some minutes. I saw another people just like us, you know, some of them lying on the ground because the wave of the earthquake is so strong.
Seperti dalam foto saya itu, seolah-olah di saat itu kejadian itu memang seolah-olah dunia ini udah kiamat. Guncangannya itu memang di luar yang sudah pernah kita rasakan di Aceh.
We decided to just stay outside for a while because of the earthquake. So we wait for a while. And then I saw hundreds of people then. They were running from the sea. They look scared, very, very scared. And they were screaming. I start to feel scared because I saw a giant wave. It's higher than my house. My sister started to scream, so I just hugged my sister. The room is filled by water, and then the house breaks. I'm in the water. I cannot breathe anymore. And suddenly I found myself floating on the surface of the water. I tried to find something, I tried to grab something, and I think it's a back of a couch. Start to call my father, my mom, my husband. Nobody answered.
Saat itu terjadilah kepanikan, itu berlari menyelamatkan diri. Saya juga ikut di saat itu. Cuman kebetulan saya di saat itu saya berusaha untuk ke depan untuk ada yang sudah telanjang ya, terbuka kainnya semua. Salah beberapa orang mereka ada yang mereka tarik yang bisa diselamatkan.
The waves took me back to the sea. So I was in the ocean now. So then I start to, saying all the holy sentence I know, what I believe, I ask for help from God.
Wir haben heute den zweiten Weihnachtsfeiertag. Nele und Lasse spielen schön am Strand. Das ist, glaube ich, irgendwie so 8:30 morgens rum.
It was a sunny day, it was lovely, it was calm. We went early to the beach, like every day. We started a perfect day, like every day.
Und um die Bucht abzusichern, falls die Marine übernimmt.
The diving was so good, we wanted to dive one more day, and we left Jay and Collie, because she chose to, at the beach. So they both, of course, as teenagers do, slept in. We had a very hard time finding a place that seemed safe to the dive master to dive, because the currents were crazy, she said.
Everybody was ready to go, and we dropped down. And immediately, it was like dropping down into a whirlpool.
The current was just phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. You couldn't control. I mean, you just had to go wherever it took you.
I figured at that time that I was just being a terrible diver, you know, that I had just lost my buddies and I didn't know what I was doing.
It was remarkable because there were no fish. I've never seen that in the simulons. So something was coming, and the fish knew it.
This is Boxing Day. There has been a flood.
Just suddenly come across the road while we stood here, and the tide suddenly risen 6-7 feet. Yeah, just suddenly come across the road while we stood here.
Look at the waves right over there in that bay. Look.
I know, it's like a rip tide. That would have gone all round the bay.
We saw that's a big wave. Fucking hell.
There was a commotion, we heard a commotion on the beach, and Dave mentioned a wave or something.
I'm shaking me, dude.
There was no warning. If I'd have seen a big wave coming in, I wouldn't have been stood on that wall filming.
I reckon there's been something like an earthquake, me, Dave, or something, and then tremors this morning. You did, you're right, you know. Look at it right up here, Dave. Huh? The boat's coming in.
I was filming an elderly man and a woman ambling up the beach, slowly. And then all of a sudden the sea lifted and it came in.
Ready, come on! Come on!
David managed to get across the road 3 or 4 seconds before me and ran into a restaurant, but as I was following him, the water caught me. I couldn't believe the power of it. I was in trouble, and I knew I was in trouble.
Det är jävla flodvåg här. Hur går det för dem där borta då? Kolla bilen här borta. Fy fan! Vad är det som händer? springa åt alla jävla håll.
The wave didn't flow and ebb, it just pushed and pushed. I managed to get to the staircase. I must have been down there a few minutes because Dave came back. He says, I thought I'd lost you, Andy. He helped me up onto to the first floor.
Komma så här då? Kolla, de sitter fast där ute ju. Det äldre paret där borta. Men nu är det inne jag.
In this hotel we had no elevators and all the older people were staying in the bottom of the hotel. I told my girlfriend to stay and just went down with my slippers and my swimmers to the pool area. At that point I wasn't worried at all because this was very calm, the weather was nice, and I thought this will be expensive for the hotel because it will be a lot of water damage. And then it went back again, like the ocean sucked the water back again.
Look, see the blue's coming back now and the tide's going away. There's people in the sea. I don't know what happened.
It's going out, it's going out.
I think at that point people felt safe going back again, and I think a lot of people went down to just see the devastation.
Allting är ju översvämmat här. Kolla våran fina pool.
The boats are now dry where they weren't. The tide's still rolling out. We've never seen this many rocks. Something is big and it's coming our way.
This does not look good. The sea is way out. The sea is way out.
It's gone out way, way too far. There's people walking around down there.
Det är solrent allting.
Hey! Get in!
Jag vet inte fan, de snackar om att det har varit en jordbävning eller någonting.
Det kan vara, det blir fortfarande bara så här.
Ja, för jag frågade om jag borta in där. Och de har aldrig varit med om det. It's coming in. Another big wave coming in now.
I know, I can see it.
It's coming again. It's coming again? Yeah, it's coming again.
Jesus Christ, look at that. Jesus Christ, look at that. Hey! Hey! Get in!
It's coming again.
That wave is a good 15, 20 feet tall. Easy. Get in, get in, get in!
That's a big wave. Holy shit. Oj, vad är det, Kaj?
The building was shaking. It was a frightful experience. Every wave that came in after that one, I don't know if there were 3 or 4, maybe 5 waves, were getting stronger. That was the worst part for me, not knowing whether I was going to come out of that. We were trapped on a roof and we were helpless.
Shit, shit, shit.
when the second wave came, I saw an older couple have difficulties getting their way through the water. They needed help. So I tried to reach them, and when I was like 2 meters from them, they fell down and disappeared. I seriously thought I was going to die there in the corner because the mass of water was so enormous. And then I just thought, what am I doing here? I saw a guy hang on to a column with his camera trying to film. Then I heard the windows shattered. Bang, 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 bang. The current was so strong, it was just a struggle to survive. I managed to get out on the other side through a hole in the window. I grabbed this treetop and I saw people hanging on to balconies and walls around me. I will never forget those screams. I can't explain it really. It was like screams from people dying and that kind of screaming.
Nằm lột giang liêu đó rồi cái mà con tầm luôn bữa lấy à tầm vậy bữa mà mày khởi hết.
My wife looked at me and said, "Hey, what's going up there? The water's gone."
Und in so kurzer Zeit, ne?
Strangely quiet. It looked like somebody had taken the plug out of the sea. And people were drawn to it because it looked so strange. There was a sense of calm. There was no sense of panic whatsoever. You could see forming up from left to right a beautiful crescent on the horizon. It looked quite lovely. We were spellbound, everybody was looking at it. But at that time, there was no way to know how big the wave was.
Die brechen da hinten und die Wellen, die brechen da hinten auch heftig, oder? Alter Schwede.
I filmed the scene again and again.
Was ist das?
I was in a special way fascinated about it.
Guck mal da hinten, Schnicki, wie das hochpescht. Das Wasser.
I said to myself, hey, what a perfect wave.
Hammer. Was da hinten abgeht. Nein. Aber da hinten, da geht's, das ist ja Wahnsinn. Das ist richtig.
ผมรบกวนแจ้งแขกอย่างด่วนนะครับตอนนี้มีพายุ Run run Go go
Wenn die Welle hier auf den Strand rauscht, ne?
Hier, die hauen noch alle ab, die Zeit.
So, lass uns mal die Sachen.
Ja.
Film das mal, guck.
Quick quick Run Go go Run run
Oh, die Boote hier, die Militär. Was ist das? Das Fischerboot da hinten ist gekentert. Boah, was ist das?
Tsunami.
Boah.
That was the moment I realized that you are really in danger.
Komm, wir müssen los. Wir müssen weg. Nach hinten, komm. Wir müssen nach hinten.
And then it just went straight over one of the ships. Now, in that moment, I knew how big the wave was. So that's when I started running. I ran into the lobby. I grabbed one girl and said, go upstairs, because I thought if it's bigger than that, you can't outrun it anyway.
Ja! Ja! Komm, ja.
Ôi, mà dạng nêu lên. Go! Go! Bây giờขึ้น
Ach du Scheiße, komm, weiterlaufen. Wir müssen das schaffen.
Làm con nụ lên mất đây, nụ hay mày nụ.
Das ist das Wasser. Was ist los?
ไม่เคยเกิดครับเหตุการณ์นี้ไม่เคยเกิดครับ
The sea had just come in. It was like the hotel was a boat, and around me was the sea. And I could see the wave heading directly to where my house and family were. I phoned my wife and said, move now. I think that's all I said. And the phone went dead. And then I started to break down and cry. I thought that if I had the faith that they would be okay.
Koh Phi Phi, what an island. Just paradise, an absolute paradise.
We were basically just trying to decide how we were spending the last day of our honeymoon.
Should we drink a couple of cocktails and hang out by the pool, or should we go on a speedboat and enjoy the day? Things were good. Things were very good.
Everything was normal up until the time where we just got on the boat, and then all the water disappeared.
Plötsligt så försvann allt vatten. Och nu så står alla båtar som ni ser här helt strandsatt. Sara, hon ser glad ut ändå. Ja.
You know, as a stupid tourist, I thought this was quite funny. And I kept filming. It took maybe just a few minutes from the time that the water disappeared and then it started coming back again.
På bara 20 sekunder så kom det ungefär 4 meter vatten. Helt jävla sjukt. Vi hann liksom knappt ta oss upp på stranden innan det här är helt sjukt. Det här är vad jag kallar... Oj, jävlar!
We felt this
power, this huge power just squeezing our ankles.
Översvämning på Pippi.
We start first walking from the beach and just seconds later we need to run.
Jag har de här. Kom Sara. Okej, spring fort som fan. Spring till andra sidan. Ja, in i hotellet. Kom igen bara. Ja. Gå. Så.
people who was maybe just 10, 15 meters behind us, they were totally trapped. And then you heard some serious screaming.
We started hearing people screaming and running.
When I first heard it, I thought they were all really excited to be on the island, and I just thought it was kind of a bit excessive, to be honest.
I thought it was a terrorist attack. I thought there had to be something going on. It had to be terrorism. We hurled ourselves over the lobby desk and ran into a back room.
And then the next thing you know, it happened.
It started getting so loud that we had to scream to each other, and we were screaming, "I love you, I love you." And I looked at Will and I said, "This is it, isn't it?" And just as the room erupted, he screamed, "No, this isn't it."
The whole room imploded and we were in pitch black, going around in a washing machine.
Oh my God, look at the waves coming! Clear out, people! Clear out! I hope no one was out there! Oh my God, look out! Get in the room, get in the room, get in the room!
Most waves come in and go out. This one didn't stop.
TVs floating. Oh, mattresses. Oh my God, this is devastating. We're not going anywhere today.
It just came across the island, picking up everything. I mean, there was nothing that wave couldn't pick up.
Kom Sara. Håller mig.
We can feel the whole building just shaking. It's like an earthquake.
Shit. Ja, men skit i dem.
You can't really understand what you're seeing. Because just like 30 or maybe 60 seconds earlier, you were down there on the ground, running. And now it's maybe 10 feet, 3 meters of water covering the whole island.
Det här är helt jävla bisarrt. Kolla här. Halva ön förstörs på bara 3 minuter. Nu driver till och med stora fartyget iväg. Han hänger sig fast i en jävla pann där. Håll i dig för fan.
Will and I were underwater, and I just remember tumbling and tumbling.
I have no breath left, and I've been smashed to pieces, and just kept on thinking to myself, this isn't how I die. This is not the end of my life. And then, very shortly after that, realizing this is the way I die.
I was sending prayers to my family, and all of a sudden, we just popped up, and we were in the middle of the ocean.
I couldn't use my arms because my clavicle had broken, and we were being sucked back onto the island.
In order to stay up, I tried to kick, to swim, to doggy paddle, to anything, and I realized I couldn't move my legs. And something snapped, and I just knew my legs were useless.
I couldn't think of the pain because I was just in the middle of the ocean, and my wife was next to me screaming that she was broken, and I just was thinking, how are we going to get out of this?
We'd honeymooned in Sri Lanka and we wanted to go back ever since, hadn't we? And then we'd had Isabella and there was never an opportunity. Then Isabella was 5 years old and it seemed she was old enough. We felt brave enough to take her on a long flight. And so we decided to spend our Christmas in Sri Lanka. It's the most amazing country.
It's paradise. It's absolute paradise. Beautiful, gentle place.
It was a beautiful day.
I had a shag.
Yes, we did.
Isabella was asleep?
Yeah, it was a nice Boxing Day morning, yes, we did.
I shouldn't have said that.
We made love. Yes. And Isabella woke up and everything was absolutely heaven.
Because you're a bit of a space cadet at that time of the morning, you think it's an unusually high tide or something.
Initially you think, oh God, all my clothes, Isabella's presents, they're all over the floor on this swirling mass. And then at this time I'd grabbed her and she was literally facing me and her arms were wrapped right around my neck. You know, children wrapped themselves as tight as you could and she was literally right around here around my neck.
I thought the water's coming in, just open the back door so the water can literally flow out. And the door slammed shut, leaving me outside. I could not get the door open, to force the water against the door. And the water level rose and rose and rose.
And I remember saying to Isabella, don't worry, hold on to Mummy, because it will stop in a minute. I remember telling her that, and she didn't cry, she didn't scream, she just whimpered.
And that's when a massive wave hit.
My only thought was Isabella.
Quite.
I only thought was Isabella. And I don't know how, I don't remember letting her go. I don't remember that. It wasn't a tearing apart of arms or, the next thing I knew, I was just without her. I couldn't get my breath. The panic when you can't get your breath. And you breathe water, and God, the panic. Oh, I can't imagine a worse death than drowning. I can't. I can't. And I'm so sorry Isabella had to have that kind of death because, no. The first breath you take in this water, oh, you can't get your breath.
Di Masjid Istiqamah 2 ya, Pak? Mas?
Ya.
Istiqamah. Astagfirullah.
Masih hidup, Bang? Masih hidup? Bawa mari dulu, Bang. Kasih keluar airnya. Tunggeng lu biar keluar airnya semua. Tunggeng li, Dek. Tunggeng li, tunggeng. Nah.
After a few hours, I saw a small boat and an old fisherman on it. He shut down his engine. He took some rope and threw the rope at me. when that happened, I said thanks to God, and I said thanks to Him many times because finally I got out from the water.
I didn't really think that we were going to get out of the ocean. I didn't think that we were going to make it, and that's when the large rescue boat came into the bay.
It was just absolute carnage. I just remember there just being so many people on this boat. They just kept on bringing more people on.
My pelvis had not only fractured and broke, but shattered. I thought I was going to be paralyzed because I couldn't move anything from my waist down. It just seemed really hopeless.
It's a lot of water to have to purge back into the ocean.
My goal was to find this old couple again, the ones that were hanging on to the railing. I went through the lobby out on the other side, and there I saw this old man and two Thai men trying to get him up from the water. There was a woman lying dead outside by the pool, and we thought it might be her, but we didn't know, so I went into the water and we got this man up. We saw that he was just very badly cut up all across his stomach. I thought, if he don't die from anything else, he's going to die from an infection or something. So I just took this bottle and I just poured this alcoholic stuff into the stomach, and then he woke up. So it must have hurt. I did not think that he was going to survive. He seemed almost dead.
As we approached the beach, we could see that the hotels were gone. They had been flattened, basically. I mean, almost like a nuclear holocaust. Everything's flattened. Then we started seeing trails of debris. But then we see a person. And we picked up 5 or 6 people, we picked up a dead body.
It began to be surrealistic at that point. There were thousands of people who were dead on that beach.
I thought my kids were dead. That no one could have survived this. Or if you did, you had to have the grace of God sitting on your shoulder.
Ni var, ni sprang och ni sprang och ni sprang. Ni var så duktiga. Ni var jätteduktiga.
Jag tycker att du är våra mammor.
Ja. Ja. Så hittar de också i säkra.
When we came to the mountains, it was a lot of tourists gathering there.
Jackie, where's your son? Jackie, where's your son?
There was a lot of rumors going on that the next wave going to be 50 meters high, and the wave after that is going to be 100 meters high. We did not know what this was, so we just climbed higher and higher up all the time.
Alles kaputt, Mann. Das ist eine Katastrophe.
People very badly wounded and screaming, shouting names of the missing relatives, and it goes under my skin. And even 5 years later, it's hard to think about that.
That first day, we spent really looking for the kids.
Hiked down through the devastation to where the bungalows were and up to the bungalow that the kids are in, which was completely demolished. And they were not there. We found Collie's bathing suit top, and we found Jay's torn jeans, and we just dug through the rubble looking for them.
It was horrific. There is no, I just don't have any other word to describe. We just sat on the steps of the bungalow and mourned. I had hope that they were alive, but I didn't believe they were alive. I had accepted that I had lost both of my youngest children.
I was in the city now. I saw people crying, screaming, some of them talking to themselves. I just kept walking and walking. And then I saw the Great Mosque. I saw people gathering around dead bodies. So I start to look at the bodies one by one. But I couldn't find any of my family.
Ketemukan di mana?
Tadi sama saya dia.
Jadi?
Habis itu dia di bawah, saya terangkat ke atas.
Dan jalan untuk menuju ke rumah saya itu saya tidak tahu lagi udah.
Hakati.
Sampai di situ saya lihat rumah sudah berantakan semua.
La ilaha illallah. Allah mengucap ni. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Dan saya masih bertanya-tanya keluarga saya ini selamat apa enggak.
Keluarga lu lah di mana? Jadi harus sih, Bang.
Akhir di situ ada rumah dua ya. Kemungkinan mereka lari di tingkat 2. Saya langsung naik ke atas. Di sanalah di atas ketemu istri saya dengan anak 1 orang. Malam terus nangis ya kalau teringat anaknya di depan, sebab di depan mata dia terlepas di saat itu. Dalam genggamannya sebab 3 orang, jadi dia tidak bisa selamatkan semua.
Ended up at Clanburn Hospital.
You can't describe really the state you're in. A complete, disgusting, slimy mess. On top of that, you know, blood pouring out, liquid and blood. He's just got this iodine, didn't they? They just scrubbed inside the leg.
It's the bravest one I've ever met.
Oh.
Isabella. I wanted to find her desperately, which meant I would have to leave Kim. You were in a very, very, very sorry state, very bad state.
You don't stop hoping. You don't stop hoping at all. You just, yeah. You have stupid things like, well, she learned to swim yesterday. She might be all right. Or somebody might have helped her.
Yeah. What if? What if? What if?
When we finally did dock, I was the first person that was taken off the boat. It was dark, it was evening, and I never let go of the fact that it was gonna be over.
I was doing great compared to the 5 people lying with white sheets over them in front of me. Yeah, I was broken, and yeah, my wife was maybe paralyzed or in a huge amount of pain, but in the realm of things, I was doing really well.
I had extreme guilt building and building because while we were in hospital, we learned of people that we knew or that we saw that didn't make it. It's horrible because you think, what am I gonna do in my life that's gonna make up for their life as well? Because I made it and they didn't.
It had become, from a beautiful resort, an area where people are having holidays, to another part of hell in a day. My parents, my wife, and my son had survived. But what affected me quite a lot was my staff. Within 24 hours, the bodies were unrecognizable. So we could find staff by uniforms. Only by uniforms, or watches, or jewelry, or hair.
We're back at it first thing the next morning looking. Where are our kids? Are they under the debris? You know, are they still alive and need to be dug out and helped? And by this time, you could start to locate bodies by your nose, because there was a smell. And usually they weren't alive. Even cats had the same smell, so you'd be digging through the debris and, oh, it's a cat, you know. And, but looking, you know, honoring that last shred of hope.
I was really anxious to know what happened to this man. So the day after, me and my girlfriend Sarah took a taxi and went to a couple of hospitals in Phuket. First went to one hospital and went through a lot of lists with his name. Couldn't find him there. And then we went to another hospital and found him. I was overjoyed. I was almost falling into tears. It was just amazing to see him laying there in the bed alive. That helped me a lot to coping with this guilt thing. Why did I survive? So I don't feel any guilt because I did my best. And that helped me a lot.
That is devastation, that, innit? Because we've got on top of a roof here. This is the restaurant I ran through. Then they're the doors I ran through. At this point here, we ran across on this point here and ran straight through to this bit here. How did I come out of that? It's total, absolutely total. How did I come out of that?
I just felt lucky and guilty as well. The people on the beach, should we run down and help them? What, you know, in a situation like that, you ain't got time to think about anybody but yourself. It is quite a selfish thing to do, but that's what you do. Absolutely incredible. Fate put me there at that moment in time, but it wasn't my time. It wasn't my time to die. I got through it. I'm really happy about that.
We found Jay's name on a list. Jay's alive. Oh my God. But where is he? And it took us several days to find him.
Jay was in Bangkok Hospital and they flew me out to be with him. I stood by his bed. He opened his eyes and he smiled. I kissed him on the forehead. And he said, "I'm just so glad to know that you're all alive." And he said, "Have you found Kali?" I said, "No, but Shanti and your dad are still looking for her." And he nodded and he said, "They won't find her. She's gone."
We were looking at the pictures of the dead bodies, and Good Morning America had their cameras running.
Dad, this is her. This is her shirt, the one that she bought.
Oh my God. Oh. It is her.
That's her. Oh my God.
She was very dear to me. My other kids always teased me that she was my favorite. She wasn't my favorite, but I really had a good connection with her. It was solid. And we talked about things, and I did a lot of things to try and be a good father for her.
Went to this warehouse, and where it was just stacked with coffins and bodies. Coffins were opened just to see if it's your daughter or not. You know, when you do see your daughter, it's just the most horrible thing any parent can do. And then you're asked 3 times, is this your daughter? Is this your daughter? Is this your daughter? And you say, yes, yes, it is my daughter.
And obviously when he came back, all he had to do was look at me and I knew it was her. And then the rest of your life begins then. One part finishes. And you have to... That's it. Really, your life is over.
On the day after, I was looking at the people. They were going with everything they could take. Some of them got nothing, but most of them with family. So, you know, I start to think that maybe I was not lucky to meet one of my family. And then suddenly my husband passed with a motorcycle, you know. So at first I was shocked. I thought it was impossible. And then I shake my eyes and then, I start again, yeah, that's him. So I call him. So I'm one of the lucky people. I found one of my family. On that day, I lost 5 person I love. But after mourning for a long time, I learned that it's not a punishment, but it is a test from God to me to make me a better person, a stronger person day by day. I know that they are seeing me from above, and I believe that someday I will meet them again.
It was almost 300,000 people died that day who had potential, who had an opportunity, who had, who had a life ahead of them. So daily, I put it on myself, sometimes too much, to try and do something special, try and be better than I should have been, and continue to strive, because, and I don't feel like they're pushing me to do that, the people that didn't make it those days. It's more like they're there saying, do it for us.
The awareness of how fragile our lives really are, and it can be snuffed out in an instant.
I don't know that we've come through it. I don't know that we ever will come through it. Jay collapsed. He was treated for chronic pain and became dependent upon pain medication. And Kali was his best friend. So it was harder for him, and that was very hard for us. It was very hard for me. It was very hard for Stu, because it was like the tsunami happened every day, over and over again.
You may look normal, you go on and you do your normal life.
You go out, people see you, you go to la-la, and...
Because you've nothing changed, you've still got to earn money. Still got to eat and get on without her. But underneath, you're never, ever going to get over that. It was the best thing because you felt you were doing something for Isabella. Very selfish way, really. I love how we do help other people, but it's also because I'm doing it for Isabella. So it's little things that help you get through, really, like, you know, a hug from Louis, 3 years old. You appreciate smaller things, and you take each day.
As it comes.
That's how we cope.